My name is Washington Josué Lunarizo. My topic is effect of sensory amplitude electrical stimulation of the lower extremities on recovery and motor function after stroke. Definition. Electrical stimulation produces various effects in people with some neurological damage. The mechanism is based on the application of electrical impulse on the innervated muscle in such a way that the polarization of the nerve occurs and the consequent muscle contraction. Information. Electrostimulation is a potential treatment to improve the recovery of movement, control, and functional capacity after a stroke. Application in physical therapy. After a stroke, many patients are unable to use their affected limbs in everyday activities such as walking, going up or down stairs, washing their hair, or opening a pot of coffee. One way to improve your recovery could be to train the affected muscle using electrostimulation. Pros and cons. Improve motor function, reduce spasticity, increase muscular strength. Cons. Breathing problems, heart problems, seizures. Is to apply in Ecuador. In TDCS, by applying a weak direct current to the head through spawn electrode, a transcranial electric field is generated that modulates the activity of neurons. During the TDS process, the neuronal depolarization threshold is no excess, so no action potential is activated. Combination. We can use with functional magnetic resonance imaging, transcranial magnetic stimulation, and centrally acting drugs. Conclusion. The FES stimulate the contraction of the affect muscle while the person performs an activity, thus facilitate the performance of attacks that cannot be performed due to the damage caused by the stroke.
After a stroke, patients may no longer be able to correctly perform simple everyday movements, such as drinking from a glass. Drinking is still realized as a task, but the impulse sent from the brain is not sufficient to trigger the proper movement. This process can be practiced with functional electrical stimulation to improve motion sequences on a long-term basis. Drinking is realized as a task. Patients are thus motivated to perform the necessary movements. Motion strategies are planned, controlled, and adapted. The EMG function of the electrostimulator measures and enhances the patient's motion impulse to enable successful movement. Multi-channel electrical impulses support motion control. Successful learning depends on the patient actively starting the movement, repeating the movement, and using it in everyday life to obtain long-term success and increase their quality of life.
Thank you.